Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Tonight we're going to talk about the toys that we hope to get in 2024. We'll talk about all of that and more tonight on Toy Geeks. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me tonight, a legend in the toy tubing community, my good friend Near Mad Hatter. How you doing tonight?
How's it going? When you said a legend, I thought there was another guest, but that's got to be me.
It's you.
Yeah,
it's you, my
how's
friend.
It going,
How
guys?
are you?
I'm doing good. Happy first week of 2024. We made it, everyone. Yeah,
we did it. They said it couldn't be
You're
done.
The best. I'm gonna get you a copyright strike, Jay. You're the best around.
Well, it's the last time you did a parody song for this channel. I did get not a copyright strike. It was a copyright claim.
Not a strike. You got a what is this?
Your parody of Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All? Like, you did such a great job. I think it was Warner Brothers Music was like, sorry, that belongs to us, sir. And I was like, whoa.
Like, is that George Michael? Or I think he was one of the singers,
I don't know
right?
who owns that song. But anyway, your voice, your pipes were so pure. Warner Brothers like, no. You got to give us that ad revenue, okay?
I mean, Warner Brothers, I can't blame you, okay? I can't blame you for fooling you guys.
Man. But super pumped to hang out with you tonight, my friend. And to kick off the 2024 season of Toy Geeks, which is a lot of fun. Yeah. But speaking of just being here with people that we enjoy hanging out with tonight, I gotta say hello to the chat. It is hopping as always, even in 2024. You know, you always worry a little bit. Oh yeah, hold on, I want to put a pin in that. Speaking of copyright infringement, but let's just pin in that real quick. Let me say hello to the chat. We got Tim Johnson, Larry's Geeky World, Rick Shatterglass, Derek Cooper, Gray Fox, Justin Moen is here, Matt Bush in the house, The Gim, Carboy Galaxy, Mike Moen is here, Smedberg, Jeff White, Peak Obi-Wan in the house, Polly Columbus, Mr. Chris Becks, my mouse jaw hero. Tony Johnson, Steven, James, Tony, a different Tony, Derek Ova, Gady's Toys, Riley Bob is here, Justin, Doralaxian, Matt Dotter is here, Jace, Quip, Robotimus, VCG, did I do Jeff? I think I did Jeff. I'll do him again. Stanley's Toy Channel is here. Tony Taponi is in the house. Jack Knight is here as well. So many people, no I can get to you all, but so excited to be hanging with all of you tonight. Okay, so Mad Hatter.
Yes, sir.
I've seen your videos, but it was also brought to my attention. You've been doing the Mad Hatter reviews. You stole my shtick.
You know what? Okay, right away, I'm not, we all know I'm not very original. And somebody said, I got a comment saying, hey, man, maybe some fanfare when you start your video. Mm-hmm. So off the cuff, I was like, I just did a video and I went, hey, welcome to Mad Hatter Reviews. And then I don't know why it was such a blatant ripoff that I was like, Jay's got to find this funny, and I put it out there into the world, and then people are like, dude, you don't want to fucking, oh my God, sorry. You don't want that's my one. Sorry. You don't want to stir the pot with Jay. He's a killer. And I was like, no, Jay's my buddy. He would just find it funny with just the Mad Hatter review. And it just felt so good. Mm-hmm. And then funny enough, other YouTubers were like, thought that was their thing. Like Dan Who Reviews was like, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, wait, Dan does the thing? No, that's a Jay thing. And then it exploded. And now I constantly get comments with the mad hand emoji, Hatter review thing. And so, you know, I've been confronted by the master, the guy who created it. Okay. Obviously And I don't know, Jay. Do I stop now?
No.
Like, do I just, or can I mix it up? Can I go Mad Hatter review and like kind of have
Sure.
the word like?
Yeah, I
like
usually do my left hand. I guess if you did like the right hand, you know, it'd
do the
be
right hand. Yes, yes. Well, the last video I did, I got real lazy because I didn't want to put in 3 individual graphics. So I
yeah.
just did Mad Hatter review like that, and I just put them all in, and then you know it went off like with such critical acclaim. I was like, I gotta continue this. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about the F-bomb, by the way. I don't know what came over.
It's okay. Listen, if people see you're gonna be on the show, they know that an F-bomb's gonna happen. It's okay.
I was really trying to be good. I was like in the mode. I was like in that spirit, and then I'm just having so much fun already, Jay. Okay?
Exactly. We're gonna have a good time tonight. I usually I am drinking a bourbon or something, but it's dry January in this house, so I'm just drinking old agua tonight.
No, actually, I'm sorry, Jay. Sorry to correct you. It's Spawnuary. I don't know if you saw, but Uncle Todd has labeled this month Spawnuary, and we should all adapt that. I don't even tell people Happy January that know nothing about Spawn. I say happy. I told my mom. I said, "Hey, Mom, Happy Spawnuary." When I called her up, she's like, "What are you talking about?" She's really confused. But it's Spawnuary, guys. Spread the word.
I love that. And you know, it's people sometimes feel like you can't say Spawnuary anymore, you know?
Right.
It's war on Spawnuary. And you know, I think it's important that we remember the reason for the month.
I know, right. The reason why we're all here. Okay, very patriotic. Spawnuary.
We got spawned. But yeah, no, you're 100% right. I thought it was really funny. And you are one of my dearest friends in this YouTube verse. So of course you have my blessing. Whatever you want to do, you have my full blessing. Also, I never thought about much. I just did like, oh, well, I have 3 lines. So it's like this, and this. I never put that much thought into it.
No, I know. I just thought it was funny because it's such a ripoff, and I commit so little to it. Like if you watch the videos, I just go, Mad Hatter review. Like I don't have any energy that I was like, this is gonna get to Jay eventually, and he's gonna find it hilarious.
And that's it.
That's it. As I get a summons to my door.
Well, you know, I was trying to figure out a way we get back on Judge Steve Harvey somehow, and I think we found it.
Oh, that's right. That's a great way. We all claim to invent I know I do that thing. What's the Vanilla Ice thing? I go, no, see, Jay, Jay goes, Geek Dad Life, and I go, Mad Hatter reviews, you know? So
no, see, he goes Geek Dad Life. I go Mad Hatter reviews. See, there's a little pause there. It's a little bit different.
That pause is the key. Okay, that's how I get around it.
Oh my God, Matt Bush, $10 super chat. Thank you, Matt. Ricky Bobby, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Matt Bush isn't wrong. There is a thing sometimes where I don't know if you ever feel this, Jay, where you're kind of standing in front of the camera and just sometimes, you know, especially when it's like a full wide shot.
Yep.
And because I was doing that stuff in the hallway. That's when I first started doing it, and I had that his tank. And I was like my full body there. And I think I was like, I'm missing something. I gotta hit it somehow.
Yeah.
So rather than be original and creative, I'm just like, let me just steal. That's it.
It is weird when you have more of your whole body in shot, because it's this whole thing is awkward, to be completely honest. That's what I prefer live to like a pre-record, because I feel like there's no second guessing a thought. It just is what it is. I think it's something you do really well in your reviews, where I feel like you're very naturally yourself. When I do a review, I second guess what I say all the time, or I don't know. I don't. It doesn't go as easy if I'm pre-recording versus when I go live.
No, that's definitely a thing. I feel like I'm more critical, not so much with reviews, but my lane has always been like, this is like bad cable television. So I never feel like I have to like achieve perfection. I get more critical when it's like a skit, or it's like an acting thing, like the Flipper Frank thing or something like that. But you know, I don't know. I also have no shame, dude. I will go in front of a convention with a bunch of people and basically talk to myself while I'm recording stuff, and people look at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like he's absolutely insane. So that part I'm fine with. It's more when it's like pre-recorded, trying to be like funny or a sketch,
right?
or
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
100% agree. We have a few more super chats ready for one, plus those in. Dartherian, $2 super chat. Congrats to Rabid Wookie on his new spawn. Yes, member, Patreon member of the GDL community, Rabid Wookie. His wife gave birth to twins today, so has joined the Geek Dad army. You know, that's congratulations.
Mazel tov.
It is, you know, somebody mentioned or reminded me of that new baby smell, you know, like when your baby's first born and they just have that new baby smell. It's like the sweetest smell ever.
It is. Can we talk about that for the next 2 hours? This like sweet baby smell. I think
sure. That's the topic for tonight. But it's just like a memory that I completely forgot about.
No, it is true. It's true.
Batbomb82, $5 super chat. Now that we have WWE and TMNT in that Origin style, what other IPs would you like to see utilizing the Origins base? I'd personally would love Thundercats. Well, I mean, Thundercats is an easy one. That's a softball home run, I think, right?
That is. Although, I mean, you kind of just disrespected that guy, Jay, but just by
no, I'm saying
you basically said you're not that creative. But
no, I'm saying
Batbomb82, I agree with you. I think that's a inspired choice. No, you're right. It is easy. I'm a fan of this Origins buck. I don't know.
Yes,
like I'm a fan of like the simplicity. It's just such a. They're so fun. They feel like they're toys. You know, like
yeah.
I know that might sound weird to some people, but like.
No, but it makes perfect sense because it is just the perfect toy, like and the fact that now you have two crossover lines with different IP that are a lot of fun. I don't know. It's just
I wouldn't mind X-Men in the Origins.
I like that play.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like just a whole row of Origins style X-Men.
You know, it's was it NECA that did their like DC kind of Motu toy line? Was that NECA that did that?
I think it was NECA.
No, was that McFarlane? Who did that?
No, didn't NECA do like a DC? Because somebody had corrected me before when I said NECA was doing like DC Toonie Terror type figures, and they said,
Funko did it.
Oh, is it Funko? Okay. Oh no,
Funko Batcave playset and everything.
Yeah, Funko did like that Batman as medieval.
But it was kind of in that sword and sorcery 5.5-inch. Yeah, but anyway, I would love to see it in Origins because those were, you know, that primitive articulation. I love to see it in the Origins style and not, to your point, kind of barbarian-esque. Just kind of give me DC. Give me everything. Surprising we haven't had a Stranger Things Motu crossover because there's been everything else.
It's probably coming. I don't know. I feel like Stranger Things is going to be one of those things that just crosses over into everything eventually. Have we ever had like really good Stranger Thing figures like Fig Arts level or something? No, right? It's just been kind of okay.
Yeah, it is surprising. At so many swings, they haven't really nailed it yet.
Yeah, maybe they're just going. Maybe they just started out the gate with whoever was like throwing the biggest money licensing at them. Yeah,
probably.
So, I could see that being a big thing.
A lot of great suggestions for Origins bucks. Conan the Adventurer, Inhumanoids. I would love that. I used to love that cartoon. Space Ghost, I think, would fall into that as well. Thundar the Barbarian, Brave Star, Black Star, and Brave Star. So yeah, anything that is in that style, I think would work really, really well. Ghostbusters is an interesting take. That would be fun. G.I. Joe, or I mean, really just anything. You just pair anything with Origins. Let's just do it. Let's just make it happen. You're right. There is going to be an Origins Demogorgon. I forgot about it. So there is going to be the Motu Stranger Things crossover. I forgot.
There is? They're doing an Origins Demogorgon?
Yeah. God, when did that get? There was like a month or so ago.
Wait, I gotta look this up.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Origins Demogorgon. You've built a house of lies here, my friend.
It for sure happened.
No, wow. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm on Toy Habits right now.
Toy Habits.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
It's like a Beastman buck, basically. That's what I'm
Pretty much,
saying.
and it has a new head sculpt, and it's that's the first one that comes up here. Toy Habits. Oh,
And it comes with a, I don't know, shiny new Skeletor, I guess.
Yeah, new Skeletor with a bit
wow.
of a shine to it, and it has new feet. So yeah.
All right, there you
And
go.
that when is that coming out? I think they take orders on that thing. I think it's coming out this year, so it's definitely happening. And they're reusing those Demogorgon feet on the Mossman TMNT Motu line.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'll be getting that. I'll be getting that for sure.
Boom, there you go. See, we're already getting into things. Like, what are we? I forgot. I should have had that on my list. See, I've got my notes for tonight on my Christmas present. Colleen got me this.
Oh my
iPad.
God, you have notes. Congrats
I
on your
made
Christmas
notes.
present.
I usually don't, but I was like, you know what? This is new year, new me. I'll be more prepared.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, it's just some housekeeping things before we get into the main topic. For starters, we have a light goal tonight because one of our community members sent in something to give away tonight. Everybody knows we're big Superpowers fans here, and he found the Detective Batman and the classic Tim Drake style Robin. The Robin was the last thing I needed. Both of these got canceled on my Entertainment Earth order. Luckily, Matt Bush got me the Batman a while back. So now my Batmobile is complete. He got me a Robin to complete that. But I have another set to give away tonight. And we're already over 340 viewers. So, Matt Hatter, what should the light goal be for tonight?
The light goal? I mean, it's got to be at least 200, right?
200?
Yeah, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, only 24 people have liked the video so far. So,
all right, well, 200 if you want free stuff. Okay, it's just hit the like. I don't understand why I gotta tell you people so many times. Let's do it.
Yeah, 24. It is weird. Usually it's a lot more. But
200 for free stuff.
Free stuff at 200. So hit that like button, everybody, and we'll do a duck race at the end of the show. Lot of videos in the GDL verse this past week. Did 4 on. So if you subscribe to GDL2, it's where I do most of my just random live streams, either unboxing or to talk about something. Monday, New Year's, talked about all of the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire toys that got revealed. I spent a lot of this week trying to find a lot of these. Wasn't all that successful. I got a couple things. And then on Tuesday on the Prime channel, did a video on the first wave of Turtles of Grayskull figures. Again, big thanks to John from Heroes for Stories and Collectibles who put those aside for me so I could get them. And then on Friday, Steve and Ken, Toy Connections Ken, good friend of the channel, we did an unboxing video for some figures from Delta 17.
Wow.
Hatter, have you played with these figures yet?
No, they look great. I do.
They're so good.
Have you've opened? I don't know.
Yeah, we open. Hold on, I'm gonna get this out of here so I can go bigger screen here. These things are absolutely. So this guy is like an army builder. He's a robot ninja, and you can swap out his hands for a gun or a sword. And then his backpack holds all of his stuff. So you can see his extra hands are there and extra swords.
Wow, yeah, he looks great.
Like, an absolutely brilliant toy line.
Almost like it's like classified scale or what?
No, these are O-rings.
Oh, they're O-ring. It looked bigger when. Okay, really cool. Okay, what's the best place to get them? Like,
so they're not for sale yet. They're going up, I believe, in a couple weeks on Delta17toys.com.
Delta 17.
But basically, they took the O-ring style and perfected it by adding a swivel at the wrists.
Nice, very nice. Hey, I might go in on a few of these. I like that robot that you showed before. Robot Ninja.
Cool. There's a lot of cool ones, but opened up those on Friday on GDL2, and then today I posted my review of Mouse Jaw. I saw you did yours yesterday.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Mouse Jaw? You digging it? How you dig? I mean, I've seen your videos, your reviews of them, but just what's your what's your overall feel? What's your take? You all in, or are you kind of still like where are you at with them?
I think so far I'm all in. I have a lot of fun with these like crossover Origins figures. I lamented that I did not get all the WWE ones back when they did that crossover, and I'm not going to make that mistake this time. So I feel like I was pretty impressed with Wave 1, even though that Man-at-Arms I don't really love, but just for completion's sake, I'll just get him. This Trapjaw's fun, even though very top heavy, very like it's like ridiculously top heavy. But
I had to pose him like this and then just kind of like, you know, somehow balance him. Just
oh, you even went posing with the beam. I didn't even.
I put that blast in, baby. Yeah,
it did not last. But the only thing I was missing from this guy, I didn't say it in the video, but afterwards I was thinking about it, is his little on top of his head, his little you know, zipliney thing. But I don't know, dude. This was the one that kind of like got me. It was so creatively done that I was like, okay, you know what? If they keep up that creativity with you know this like this mesh of the line, then I'll be in. I mean, this is how many times has this happened? Motu and TMNT. So I gotta support. I gotta get out there. So I think for now. And I think that the line will probably, knowing how these crossovers work, the line will probably end before my disinterest in them ends. So I think I'm all in.
I was kind of thinking maybe we get a deluxe every single wave, but the fact that the build metal Bado is it'll be in 4 different deluxe figures. So maybe that means this thing has some legs. We only have seen 2 waves so far.
I hope it does. I hope it does well. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're not super readily available, which I guess means that, like, I know like Toy Stalker sold out real quick out of his. So I think people are interested, but
John did too. I know that.
John did. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would like to see some like vehicles like in this, in this style. It's a perfect, I don't know. It's a perfect fit. Mattel has the capital to do it and not take a hit and not have it be $300. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
So I'm excited just to see like where that goes. Wave 2. What's Wave 2? Wave 2 is Tila, Raph. Is Mikey in Wave 2?
It's Raph, Mikey. Is
Krang,
it
that
Tila?
giant Krang?
Krang, yeah.
And I think there's a Shredder. No, Krang is like a deluxe. There's a
Krang is the deluxe. You're right.
Yeah,
he's the Gigantor.
Mossman, I think, is a Walmart exclusive.
Yep.
And he looks crazy. He just looks like
he
insane.
Looks so cool.
And there's another exclusive. Is it Slash? There's like another.
You're right. Slash as well. Yep.
Okay. So I mean, they're going hard.
They are. I mean, and mine as well. How much is the mouse? It was $25, which is pretty good in today's economy.
Yeah, mine was $27.99.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. So maybe they you know, they sell my clothes. They're like, this guy can afford to pay.
Maybe that's that California price. Maybe it's a little bit more.
Maybe it's the Cali tax. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
It's that. I mean, I will say like the stuff in LA Targets are a little bit more, just a scotch.
Yeah,
more.
I don't like it.
Mr. Home Arcade, maybe a Techno Drumstick Mountain Mix would be crazy. Listen, if there's anyone that can make one, Mr. Home Arcade, I would trust you to be the one to do.
You know what, this Mr. Home Arcade, he doesn't know anything about Motu. Okay, he's a Motu neophyte. All right.
Oh,
rookie numbers is Home Arcade.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I have some great stuff from Home Arcade.
Yes, I do.
Yes, do a Home Arcade review, like a custom corner, kind of like look at a collection at the Home Arcade stuff. I'm looking at some of it right now. It's actually not actually as if it's a surprise. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of figures that you would not think would fit in the Origin style,
mm-hmm.
I think he did a great job on some of these. And I think after that video, people will be like, oh, wow, like I kind of want a line that is like Origin style mixed in with some of these other things.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it all, but
yeah. To Bat Bomb's super chat earlier, just if you, I mean, I would assume they have checked out Mr. Home Arcade's YouTube channel, but if you haven't, like Mr. Home Arcade's been ahead of the curve for like a year now, because I feel like he's been doing all of the using the Origins buck, making so many crossover Origins figures. So
True. He's
so
definitely ahead of the curve.
if Mattel needs like a good list, just like, hey, hit up Mr. Home Arcade. That would be my advice.
True.
All right. Think that's all the housekeeping. We're 25 minutes into this. We've been touching into some things for 2024, but the main topic for tonight is our hopeful top toy scores of 2024. That's what I came up with. It rhymed and I liked it.
I like it.
But you did a live stream talking about your most anticipated figures. There are a few so I kind of wanted to break it down in to kind of wish lists, like things we don't know are going to happen, but hopefully may happen, or at least we hope they'll happen. And then things that we do know are coming out that we want to try and get. And then I kind of, if we feel it, if we're feeling to go that way, maybe some vintage pickups or non-current toy pickups that maybe you'd like to try and score this year. Maybe.
You sexy beast. Yeah. All right. Like it.
So do you want to start with things we know first?
Whatever's easier for you, J-Ski. Do it. What do you have prepped first? We'll do it that way.
I didn't put it in any order. I was just like, I'm gonna go with my guess. Whatever.
Yeah, let's go. What about things we know? How about things we know? I'll throw one out there, and then
I will say, and I believe this was on your most anticipated figures of 2024, and that's Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, which had an amazing 2023. I think it was on a lot of people's favorites of 2023 lists.
Yeah.
And I believe you weren't at PowerCon, but you've seen the latest waves they have at DesignerCon. I feel like you've done a video showcasing.
They had well, they were selling, it wasn't as much preview stuff, but they were selling stuff at LA Comic-Con.
Okay.
But I have kept an eye. I have a lot of, I'm very heavily into this line.
Yeah.
And that Wave 4 and that Void figure shall be mine. They're also expanding. This is not I don't think this is a secret. I don't want to blow up anybody's spot, but is the hyenas on this, dude? This whole this hyenas pack is probably my favorite thing. So
I got to play with a production sample at PowerCon of this figure.
Okay.
And it is awesome. Like, it has an articulated jaw.
So cool, man.
It is awesome.
Somebody was mentioning do like an anthropomorphic scar, like surrounded by your tail.
Yes.
Like, I want to do that. But yeah, these are really cool. They're expanding into other animals. By the way, if you do want some of this AWOC stuff, I have it on very good authority, and you know that my word, it's like gold on the street. That once they're out of these like monkeys and monkey warriors and this and that, that's it. They're not moving back into those original figures, because they are expanding sort of like the animals, the animal line. So I get nothing off the top to say this. There's no cut, but I just say that because they're so good. Like they're just such good animal. I mean, they're aptly named Animal Warriors.
Yes.
But those hyenas, I think, are my favorite of this wave. It's already a solid wave.
Yeah, I think your take's 100% right. Like, just again, having seen it in person, it is maybe the best figure they've got coming. They did have wave, I believe it was wave 5 at PowerCon as well, which had some bigger scale like lions and stuff like that. Which looked awesome.
Yeah.
So they had at PowerCon
is where they had that crazy playset. right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a display piece. They didn't really give any indication that was something that's on the
Yeah,
horizon. It's like,
I don't think it's a production piece, but
it's
yeah.
not, but
cool.
they said they were surprised how many people was like, oh my God, is this coming out? Blah, 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 you know? So,
Dude, never doubt
who
the
knows?
power of a really good playset / diorama, because how many times have you been, I don't know, at Comic-Con and you looked at the NECA booth and they had some custom like display diorama and everybody's like, oh my God, how much for it? Like toy companies, don't underestimate the power of your dioramas, because we love those things. We just imagine them in our home. So I'm not surprised that people were interested in that.
Completely agree. They should do Kung Fu tortoises. Would love that. Hey, I love turtles and tortoises. Dan Larson. They had the lizards at PowerCon as well. Yep. I 2023 was like their big debut. And really, I think I'm an all-in on it, just about everything in 2024. I know John's getting them into his shop, so whatever shows up there, I will be picking up. The creators are really cool. Really, just fans and like us, and so whenever a waves at some point in the future, they said they would love to come on to one of these streams at some point in time. I'd love to have them on.
Yeah, I think the Sphero creators they're kind of jerks. That was my experience. No, I'm joking. They're actually the sweetest guys ever. I talked to them for like an hour.
Yeah.
At LA Comic-Con, and they're super nice. They're fan. That company is literally a by fans for fans company.
Yep. 100% agree. Really, really good people. So excited to see. And I'll be picking up everything from them. Jacobson with a $5 super chat. Here's my wish list. Mondo making Batman Beyond. Oh man. Okay. That's a good pick right there. And then anything superhero related to Fox Kids, the Tick, Power Rangers, you name it. Oh, Tick would be a good one too.
Man, Tick would be, man. Mondo making anything is scary, but Tick is a scary one, because they translate so well to like all big and animated.
Exactly right. Or give me Freakazoid.
No, don't will it. Don't put it out there, Jay. Please. I have a child now.
Well, it's like Alex, who we've had on the show, and he was showing his real Ghostbusters concepts. Like he creates magic. That rogue is magic. The sculptors just create magic, and so really anything would be incredible.
Yeah, those Mondo guys are, man. It's some of the stuff I just that they're coming out with is just scary.
Yes, it is.
Dude, they're coming out with Motu vehicles. Like forget about the cats.
They've even, I mean, not to say it's a threat, but because they've made those dioramas for their pictures of like the Gray Skull front facade or the Snake Mountain facade. And even in conversations like, hey, maybe we could do that. I was like, you shut your mouth.
I know, Mondo, if you're listening to this, slow down a little bit, okay? We're trying to catch up here. We can only do so much, all right? God.
But anyway, okay. Do you wanna pick out something that's coming out that you're definitely buying, that is out, is gonna be coming out?
Okay, I'm gonna throw out because this has been on my mind and I actually missed it.
Ooh.
In the whatchamacallit, there were
anticipation
things
of 2020.
Yeah, people told me like you missed this, and I was like, how did I miss that one? This is an independent company. So Fury Planet did that was my #1 figure, and there was another figure on that list that was like in my top 5.
Fury, like Furay.
Furay Planet. It's an independent company. And you can actually just go to Big Bad and look it up by Fury. So they did Crocker.
Oh, yes.
They did this, the Tiger Blade Master. Oh, he sold out. That guy was not sold out a week and a half ago. I call that the Hatter bump. So everybody just understand. I sold this out. This was my #1 figure of the year. But if you go back, they are coming out with a few things. One of them is like the Samurai Rabbit, the nameless one right there, who's like this old. Sick. old, decrepit. He's got 2 heads, but
Yeah.
just, you know, this guy's obviously a problem. And their stuff is just really good. And this one is cool. The one I'm most excited about, if you go back, they have these Panda Brothers that are coming out right here. This Panda 2-pack. Look at these guys. Look how adorable these guys are. If you're at all like, I mean, this is just such like a cool martial arts blend of like Animal Warriors. This also has a little bit of Warcraft in there. If you played Warcraft, like this is very very inspired by it. Okay, but there you go, Chase with the co-signing. But these guys are really cool. I don't know, man. I feel like I've said this a few times that like independent toy company, and I include Spiro, by the way, in this, is Blade Master Wang. Dude, let's not sleep on Blade Master Wang. Okay, there's a few places to get them. Okay, you could still get them now.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was my figure of the year. Veteran William, it was the Wolf. Also really cool, but I think that independent companies are just doing some really cool stuff. I was going to curse right there, but this guy's really cool. And then there's one more someone told me about. If you scroll, he's like a red orc. Scroll up, maybe. Where is that guy? What's his name? Oh man. Oh no. You know what? Is it this might not be the same. No, never mind. He's not part of the same line. But those are the main ones. The main from that Fury Planet line. Everything they've done so far is good. Yeah, there's a white furred version, by the way, of that Tiger Blade Master Wang. There's also a white furred version of the werewolf. That Veteran William, by the way, is the best werewolf figure there is. Like you can take all his clothing off. He comes in he comes in basically 2 styles. So it's like this style right here, all trench coat and gun and this and that, kind of like a, you know, drifter warrior type. But you can take all of this off, or not take it off. You can pull these panted legs and give him like a straight up naked werewolf look.
Oh dang. And
dude, it's like got to be, I can't think of a better like articulated werewolf than that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like this is incredible stuff. Like the thing is, it's like how do you pick and choose what to buy and what not to buy? Like, right? It's just there's so much good stuff.
There is a lot, but
what's your recommendation? How do you manage it all?
I buy one thing from the line, and then like I always try to buy like one figure, and then from there I kind of like judge. This is one where I got that Veteran William. Yeah. By the way, do this, Jay, just real quick while I'm talking. Go to where it says Maestro Union. You know how you can sort it in Big Bad? You can go to the company. So go to Maestro Union. And so this is the same company that makes it, but they're also making that big, cool looking orc. Like that looks cool. Orcs are coming out hot, by the way. But I will say that I always just get at least one figure from the line. And I know people think that as soon as I do that, I buy the whole line. It's really not true. But I just judge it based on that. I got that Veteran William. He was an expensive figure. Yeah. But he was so good. And he was such a... He just reminds me of like 90s. I keep on referencing Bloody Roar, like video games, like just anthropomorphic animal. Their style is a lot more, I will say, realistic than Spiro. Spiro is more like, for lack of a better word, kind of like there's a cartoony element to it, which I like. These guys are more like, it's like brutal, kind of like realism. Everything's like, you know, to a degree, obviously, but yeah, I guess Maestro Union is the company. I always get confused here. Maestro Union is the company. Fury Planet was the line that made those animals, but Maestro Union also makes this orc. And all independent companies are making orcs. I'm actually going to do a video about all the orcs. Blizzard lost big time. Blizzard lost. Forget about it. Warcraft is no longer in Blizzard's hands. Independent companies are becoming the place to get orcs if you want orcs. So just saying that.
Boom. You heard it here, folks. I saw the pre-opening numbers for Blizzard on the stock market going down. It's not great. It's not great.
Blizzard was my favorite company. They ran that place into the ground. I don't know what they're doing.
Aren't they a Raleigh company? I think they're from here. Maybe.
That explains it. No.
Well, I know Epic Games is here, and I think Blizzard's. There's a lot of gaming companies.
Well,
here.
I mean, they're part of Activision now, and Activision is here.
Okay.
Activision was actually my first job in Cali. My first job was as a video game tester at Activision. Boy. I thought it was going to be the funnest job. It was the most miserable, I was going to say unappreciated. Not that you should be appreciated, but like they treat you like crap. It was hilarious.
I have a few friends in the gaming industry, and they've all said the same thing. They've also said the show Mythic Quest is their Silicon Valley, just like in terms of representing how ridiculous that makes sense. Gaming industry is. But yeah, Rick Shatterglass, $10 super chat. There's wish list for 2024. I need Joe classified Checkpoint Alpha, Watchtower, Cobra Knight Landing playsets. I like Mondo to do 1/6 scale Leech and Mosquitor. McFarlane Superpowers, Legions in a Doom headquarters. I mean, I think all of those are really good, Rick, and thank you for the super chat. Oh, sorry, Blizzard is awesome. Okay, maybe I was thinking it's just Epic Games. Then I know that's here. Allison Troy, Activision / Blizzard treats everyone like crap, though.
Oh, is that... Dude, it really was like Lord of the Flies. I can do a whole podcast, not like an entire, but like one 2-hour session talking about my experience at Activision. It was crazy. No, it's not like Grandma's Boy. Rondo with the it's not like Grandma's Boy at all.
Maybe that'll be a good Patreon exclusive for you there on the Mad Hatter Patreon. My life at Activision.
Yes, the Mad Hatter Patreon. I like that.
Yeah. As a patron of your Patreon, I think I would enjoy that immensely.
That's true. Might do it.
All right. Anything else that's coming out that we want to talk about, or do you want to jump into our wish list stuff? Like, what you feeling?
What's your time looking like, J-Ski?
We're at 41 minutes, and we still got things to talk about. So but if you want to talk about a couple other things we know is coming out, that's fine.
I mean, I did a pretty comprehensive.
You did yours like 2 hours, and like
it was long. Okay, people were dropping off like flies. Okay, so but if you got stuff, I don't want to. I want you to get it out. So I'll let you steer.
I guess just any other things I know that are coming out. The Eternia, we already bought it, so I think that's coming out this year.
Yeah, I have nowhere to put it. By the way,
neither do I.
Yeah, I have. It's nowhere, but yes, sure.
My plan is to do the video review because I have a vintage Eternia that's complete, and then somehow pull off a side-by-side video of the two, which I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that, but I'll figure it out when I get there. And then I will sell the vintage one and keep the the new one.
You're going to sell your vintage Eternia?
Well, because I could sell, theoretically, I could sell the vintage one for like $3,000. I could really use $3,000, Mad Hatter.
I know, but $3,000, that's like a day of work for you, man. Like, that's nothing. That's a vintage Eternia? I'm just saying, I don't want to be the devil on your shoulder, but a vintage Eternia is like a part of history. But although you got a lot of stuff. So,
I got a USS Flag. Maybe I've enjoyed it. I've had it for almost a decade. Okay. And I think maybe it's just time to let another collector have a vintage one, like pass it on to another collector.
I like that. We also got just on the Motu subject, there's the snake. I'm going to say it wrong. What's the new playset? The voted one?
Oh, yes, the snake lair.
The snake lair?
Yeah.
That's going to be, although I think that's going to be reasonably sized, right? I don't think they're going to, I think probably more like a Snake Mountain type size, right? Or
I even think maybe smaller. Just the sketches seemed smaller than Snake Mountain, but I have no idea. I kind of saw it as like a more Fright Zones scaled playset than
okay.
But we don't know. It's a wholly new playset. We've only seen the art by Axel Jimenez and
that's true. I know this is illegal, but like, was that your vote?
What was the Snake Lair? Definitely was, and I can't remember what my 2 was.
I did Snake Layer and not Fright Zone, but Hordak's Tower, the
yes,
the big black edifice.
Yeah, like the Filmation style Fright Zone, essentially. Yeah. I think it was definitely Snake Lair, and I think I did Fright Zone, the classic Fright Zone.
Classic Fright Zone, okay.
Or Attack Track. It was either Attack Track was 2 or Fright Zone was 2. I don't exactly remember. But we'll see. But we're getting that one as well.
That's coming out. So that's on your anticipated.
And then and Motu, like the Tila figure. I gotta get that Tila figure. You saw her in person. You saw her in person. That Mondo one, yeah.
That Tila figure, it's coming with multiple heads, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, yeah. The Orko pack is amazing.
Yes.
You get so much like Orko.
Yeah.
Stuff in there. It's Mondo really used to be like a pick and choose, and I'm like, I feel like I'm all in on all this stuff that I'm seeing. Although I'm probably gonna, once it gets to horses, I'm probably gonna be like, okay, let's relax here, okay. Although maybe Swiftwind, no, I don't know, a giant Swiftwind, that's gonna be.
Nightmare, the Scareglow steed.
I know, although I don't have a Scareglow, but they are coming out with another.
They're doing a deluxe Scareglow.
No, that's a lot of Mondo. There's a lot of Mondo on my list. There's like
I know,
and that doesn't. Dude, I even it's not even part of the X-Men line, but I kind of fell in love with it again. Is that big vinyl Juggernaut? I don't know.
Yeah.
I love how beefy it is. I'm gonna put him with like. I'm trying to come out with like a Marvel vs. Capcom kind of like display thing, and he's gonna look so cool in the back. He looks more like an MVC Juggernaut than like any Marvel Legends Juggernaut I've seen. Yep. So he'll go real well.
Yes, he will. And and speaking of kind of the vinyl, they're doing that vintage like really see-through Scareglow looks amazing. They hinted at was it Roboto, I think, on when they joined me on a live stream. They
they said there's going to be another translucent, so I figured it's got to be Roboto, right? So,
right, it has to be. And then you have their Turtles are doing the Turtle vinyl line.
Yes, yeah,
like that. Mondo, settle down. Mondo, you need to calm down.
Relax, Mondo.
I have a feeling they're not. I have a feeling they're going to go even harder this year, even beyond what we know.
I think so. I'm afraid.
Which again, like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to pay for it or make any of it happen, but I'm going to try.
Well, Eternia is a start. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I think I may have to sell the Eternia just to be able to afford anything in 2024.
Damn you, 2024.
But it's okay. I'm okay with that. Like I've had it. I've had a good life with this Eternia.
You're on your deathbed.
Mondo or Mortgage. That I think is the game. It's the game show. Mondo or Mortgage. We need to get Nostalgia Unboxed in here to host a game show.
No, I love him. Come on. Everybody knows that.
We both love him.
I would get somebody going like, oh, what's wrong with that? It's like, no. We love each other.
He's really excited. He sold a lot of art this weekend at an art thing.
He did. He's doing real well with the art. Okay, he's good.
His channel's doing really well. He got like the secret Mad Hatter was we should have an anime action figures. I should have known.
I can't believe I was like it caught me off guard, and I was like. He said something about Dragon Ball. I don't know what it was. And then I looked, I was like, what is going on here? Like, I've never seen numbers like that.
We're sitting here with Masters of the Universe and Turtles, and he's doing Dragon Ball Z, getting hundreds of thousands of views. Damn it.
I know.
We chose poorly.
Did he officially game the system? Can we say that? Can we, he's a clever dude, so I can see him doing that with all his, he's a big nerd with all his schema. He just figured out the equation and just beat us. He just beat us all, Jay.
He used an algorithm for sure. Used the algorithm, or maybe he definitely used AI. I don't know. Open AI.
He's like a professor. Look at him. He looks like Baxter Stockman.
He cracked the code. But I will say I did enjoy the One Piece show, so maybe I could find some One Piece figures. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do.
There you go.
That's what it is.
Find him, Jay. Just coast that thing right up until the wheels fall off. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna be Anime Hatter. That's gonna be 2024. I was gonna go over Pokemon and Dragon Ball and One Piece,
One Piece,
whatever.
and
I'm doing it all. Actually,
Naruto. I know that's another one.
Naruto. I'm a giant Naruto fan. I got
Yeah.
Snake Guy and you know, the other guy. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Are we old, Jay? Are we?
I think so.
John's like the same age as us.
He's the same age as us.
Why is he cool and we're not cool?
Because he watched those when they were on Toonami and stuff, and we were, I guess, still trying to watch Thundercats on.
No,
Toonami.
you know what? We were too busy getting chicks.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Let's move on. Okay. Wish list stuff we wish we could get. Should we move on to that, or is there anything else?
Yeah, stuff we wish. Yeah, let's go. Let's.
Okay.
I don't know what I have prepared, but sure, let's go. I have some stuff that I wrote down.
Perfect, because I have some stuff as well. And my number one, and this, you know, that shouldn't be a shocker because anybody that was like when Cat Slayer was going down, I was like, well, if this Cat Slayer is successful, Super 7, there's no earthly reason why you wouldn't take a stab at a Technodrome.
Oh.
And whether it's NECA or Super 7, I think I would lean Super 7 because I would want it more toy style than this animation style. I don't know. Like again, I just talked about how I can't afford, you know, to keep going on. I don't think and I'm sure a Technodrome would be $600, $800, whatever it would be.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I have a gigantic Cat Slayer, I kind of want a gigantic Technodrome. Right? It just makes sense.
Technodrome, it's on my list too. There's no way it's not coming.
Really? You think it's a lock?
There is no way either Super 7 and or NECA don't make a Technodrome. Barring any kind of thing about rights or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, they came out with turtle vans. They both have their own turtle vans.
Yep.
I assume it did well for them.
I think so. They sold more. They sold more turtle vans for Super 7 than they did Thunder Tanks.
Yeah.
And NECA, the van, they sold like almost 8,000 of those things.
Yeah. Here's what I think is going to happen. Here's with the Technodrome.
Okay.
I think Super 7 is going to be, I feel like they're going to be first to market with a complete Technodrome a la Cat Slayer. So everything from the ground up with the treads, starting with treads, all the way up to the eye. Okay.
Yep.
I think NECA is not going to go right for the Technodrome. I think, because they've sort of teased this before at cons, that they are going to come out with a Technodrome diorama. That they're going to do the interior. We got the turtle layer dioramas, and I think they did well enough that they might keep going. So if that did well, I can foresee that they're going to go the other way. And now you need a place for your bad guys. And then you get, you know, Technodrome. So I don't think they go right away for the facade. I think they tease or they give you some kind of bad guy diorama to complement the good guy dioramas that you have, the turtle layers. And at some point down the line, I think they do like the facade or maybe not a facade, maybe a full-on playset. I don't know, but that's what I think is going to happen. That's my prediction.
I think that's a really good prediction just because it's kind of what, to your point, they've kind of piecemealed together a layer with a street scene and like just seeing it in all its glory on like Pixel Dan's review, just it's the whole thing all together. It looks really impressive. And to your point, like I see him doing something similar where maybe you get some, you know, diorama pieces and then eventually over time you piece it all together and you got, you know, a pretty wicked Technodrome display.
Yes. It's just so iconic, man. And you know, Turtles on the list of like lines that are popular. I mean, they beat Thundercats all day. So
easily.
If they do a Thundercats, I mean, they beat Motu also. So if they, you know, like just in terms of like, not, you know, which one is better than the other, but just fan base. You know what I mean? Turtles just has like a huge fan base. So I can't. If barring any kind of thing with the rights or people lose the rights or whatever, there's no way that everybody's not thinking of like their technodromes or how they're gonna do that.
No, makes perfect sense. A lot of people are saying a NECA turtle blimp or
that was my other
module.
one on this list. Is I had it written down right here. Turtle blimp. That's got to be that's got to be on deck, right? I mean, that isn't that the next step?
If it's party wagon, it's turtle blimp. You know, like that's what comes up next. But I guess my question there is it, do you have like an inflatable beach ball as part of it, or is it a sculpted blimp?
I think here's what I think. All right. Here's how I make this.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You get the piece that comes off. Okay, that's a standard. You have to have that piece.
The glider, yeah.
You got to get a sculpted blimp because you need it to look like it's looking in the cartoon. But you can pop that giant thing out and keep it in the box, and you can they give you also an inflatable one that you can attach to your thing. So you have the choice if you want the sculpted one or an inflatable one that's on there. And Bob's your uncle. There you go.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, to me, it is the next logical vehicle, right? I think it's the second most iconic from the show. And
dude, they're mining that first season to death.
Yeah,
including Giant Krang.
Yeah,
the turtle blimp is it's part of it. It's in the soil of this show. Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely,
they need a sculpted one though, because while the blimp is cool, or having like an actual blimp is cool, you're gonna lose detail and intricacy that you had in the cartoon. So absolutely. I would like a choice, and I'd probably go with the sculpted version to display.
Yeah.
But how hard could it be that hard?
I think sculpted, but I would do like a vinyl, like, so it's not as maybe heavy or something.
Yeah, like, maybe not as like not full ply, but like vinyl, because then you can still keep the detail. Because look at the picture you're showing, like even like look at all the ridges.
Yeah.
On the shell.
Yep.
Like there's so much, dude, like you got to sculpt this, man. A balloon is not gonna you're not gonna achieve these things.
Yep. But I think it's like maybe that in between is like a vinyl kind of sculpted, but it's not as heavy. You can still hang it up kind of thing. It could be hollow inside, so it's it doesn't have that weight.
Hollow inside, made to hang.
Yeah, made to hang. Yeah,
made to hang. I'd be up for that. Like, vinyl doesn't have to be full plastic. In fact, it probably shouldn't.
Right, because it would just be too heavy if it was full.
Plastic. It would just be too. Yeah, it would be huge too. I mean, and the scale of this would not be the scale. The part that comes off the bottom would be a lot bigger. In comparison to the balloon, it's just it would be too gigantic in those proportions.
Yeah, for sure. Patrick says we want it made like a soccer ball. Well, there you go. That's another way to do it. And I do think Stormfire is a point here, and several others in the chat have said it too. For balance, maybe they need to do a villain vehicle before another good guy. Which then I would say Mutant Module, the drill, would be probably the.
Mutant Module, I feel like I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten a mutant Module. Like it's like there's been so many like 3D print file mutant modules that are out that that's a good one. I can see them doing that too. Somebody said neutrino cars.
Ooh,
I'd like it, but I don't see them doing it before like the mutant module or the blimp.
There was this moment, friends of ours, Toy Anxiety, Trevor's good friends with them, and he comes on a lot. And I think I was doing I believe it was a bootleg with Dole, and Trevor was on, and he brought out a what I thought was him revealing the NECA, neutrino vehicle, but it was just a customized car to look like a neutrino. Neutrino, sorry. Vehicle.
Yeah. I have 2 of them. They're great. I love them.
I think a true one would be cool. To your point, the first season, those first 6 episodes have been mined to death, so that would be cool too. But it all remains to be seen. Techno Cruiser, that's another great one. The reboot Bob's Car, Blimp is a Flying RC. Hey, listen, that'd be neat. But again, probably not as detailed as you would want it to be.
Here's what I want. Here's if NECA's listening, here's a play set. Okay.
Okay.
I know everybody's gonna think Channel 6. Channel 6 is cool too, but okay. I want Ninja Pizza. I want a Ninja Pizza diorama. I want the Ninja Pizza store, and it comes with the grandma with the gun and the shopping cart, and maybe it also comes with the 2 Ninja Pizza guys that work there, and yeah, that's it's such a deep cut, but what a beautiful deep cut that was. Somebody make Ninja Pizza. Let's go.
I totally agree. Really, I feel like NECA can just do anything Ninja Turtles and it will sell at this point. They really could.
That's true. Although they had a very busy year. They had a lot of stuff that they put out. So they need to, but NECA's, I do love NECA stuff. I just want.
They do an amazing job.
Yeah. But now they're getting to like such ancillary stuff that I think it's time to like hit some like vehicle, like big vehicle nostalgia.
Yep. Exactly. All right. So Blimp is yours. My next one on wish list, and I think we've said on the show before, and it's been on the wish list since the Plasma series first came out. And it would be some type of Plasma series, Ecto 1, Ecto 1A. I don't care. But it would be a travesty, I think, if Hasbro, while they have this license, especially we're talking about 2024, this is the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
If there was ever a chance for Hasbro to pull the lever and go HasLab or retail release, I don't know what they would. I don't care. I'll do a HasLab. I'll do a retail release. However you got to make it happen. But you have a movie new Ghostbusters movie coming out this year. It's the 40th anniversary. You got to do something. This is your only chance, I think, to do a Ecto 1 6-inch scale vehicle to go with your Plasma series figures. It has to happen.
So this would be, because as you know, I'm not as in tuned in the Ghostbusters of it all as you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This would be so you're saying for the 1/6 scale Ecto 1.
It's 6-inch scale. Is that 1/12?
Oh, okay, 1/12. Got it.
To fit their Plasma series, which is like their Marvel Legends size figures.
Don't their HasLabs do really well? Don't the Ghostbuster HasLab? Yeah. Doesn't everybody come out for them? So I feel like that's a no-brainer. No, to do that. That's money in the bank, right?
That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I think.
I was in a round table with the Hasbro team. It's been posted around a bunch of other Ghostbuster websites as well as Toy Anxiety. Craig was on there, and I think that was my question around like you've had these successful HasLabs back to back. Like, what does that say about the demand for this stuff? And they gave a very guarded answer. They didn't really unveil anything, but to me, to your point, 2 very successful HasLabs, you could do it. And I think, was it Dole on one of our streams mentioned if you did it like a conversion kit of like you could do 1 and the 1A, this is the 1A. You could get a whole bunch of people buying 2. I would buy 2 of them.
Oh yeah, you said, dude, they have to be making that. That has to be. That's got to be in the pipeline. I mean, I thought for sure this has already been made to some degree. That's wild that it's not.
And the crazy thing is, Mattel had the license, and remember Matty Collector, they had the Ghostbuster 6-inch scale figures.
Sure.
And they attempted to do their equivalent of a HasLab for an Ecto one, and it didn't get enough backers at the time. And it was just horribly positioned. They didn't even have a render. It was just a cardboard cutout that Scott Knightlick brought to Comic-Con or something. And Ghostbuster fans have been clamoring for this thing. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Hasbro for a Firehouse, a multitude of things. Another prop, but you've had 2 successful props in a row. Let's go vehicles. Let's go Ecto 1, which I'd be fine with. I have a soft spot for the 1A. I think that's maybe just being contrarian. I just love that design, just with the caution stripes and just
yeah.
It's fun.
That's a great idea though, about like an upgrade kit. That's
right, because then it has that you buy multiples because you get different looks.
But yeah, that's money in the bank. I am shocked that this has not been done. I thought maybe a different version, but yeah, and like these Ghostbuster HasLabs seem to win. Ghostbuster fans come out. I do like that they do come out when the signal is up in the air.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. A lot of people are calling on Ace to do it. Listen.
Ace is here.
Ace, if the whole year goes by and they don't do it, I feel like there's your door. There's your door that's open right there.
Ace is like the savior of the hopeless. Please.
I've had that meme before. I don't think I would have it handy, but just the guy behind the tree licking his lips.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Do you have any other things on your hopeful, your predictions, your wish
Let
list this year?
Let me see. I got there's a few more things here. Okay. I think G.I. Joe Classified. I'm sure this has been talked about. Okay. They owe us. It's like I feel because they got such a hot hand that they're going to do a vehicle, a HasLab vehicle every year. Okay.
Yep.
So we got ground, we got air. We need C. So my prediction, I gotta, I was thinking of the whale. The whale might be too big. I gotta go maybe like the Cobra Moray, right? There needs to be a C presence. That's the next. Isn't that the next step? Well, I guess they got the Vamp, but that's not a HasLab. So I feel like G.I. Joe Classified, they're gonna come out with some kind of boat. I'm saying it's the Moray because the Moray is more reasonably sized for the scale. The whale is just, although I personally really like the whale, but
the whale would be amazing. But you're right, that would be massive.
It'd be just gigantic. But like that, his tank is so good. It's so good. It's like toy of the year. I thought it was like I saw your opening on the Patreon. It's like it's just amazing that they have to keep it going. So Dragonfly, they already got the Dragonfly. That's my prediction. Is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it. You can fit 5 guys in there. 6 guys in there, and you can have your little Scuba Steves hanging from that thing. It's perfect. It's perfect HasLab that I think they'll do.
And I like your thought here too, where you had Cobra, then you had Joe, so it makes sense that this year's HasLab would go back to Cobra.
I think so, man. Like these Cobra colors, they pop. Like I don't care if you're a G.I. Joe fan or whatever, and meaning like a fan of the Joes, but I don't know, just looking at this sexy thing with the black and the red. Yeah. And obviously this is red and white, but like I love Cobra vehicles, man. I like the Cobra style is just so cool that
Cobra has more fun. Cobra has way more
fun. That's right. Yeah. Cobra, they're like blondes.
Tony Taylor, Boats and Joes.
Boats and Joes. We got a boat. We got land. We got air. We need sea. That's my reasoning. Okay. Remember, the song goes over land and air and sea. It's the whole thing. So that's got to be coming.
Shelferson says my Moray was longer as the whale. Yes, but it's not doesn't have the girth of the whale. I would say.
Yeah, the whale has that that girth, and especially in classified style. I just think that I don't know, the whale just seems like
classified whale would be as big as the Thunder Tank, right? Like Super 7's Thunder Tank.
Yeah, I think it would be like, not that I would turn it down, but I feel like it would be like oppressively big. But
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe not. Like, if we'd all be excited. Let's face it. If they said they're coming out with the whale.
Yep. Who? Wait, what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
No, I said we'd all be excited if they said the whale too. Like
sure,
we'd be getting any of these are, again, classifieds like on a hot streak. It's like, especially their HasLab. So
they could do anything.
Yeah. Did you go in on the Dragonfly?
Yeah, I did. You
did. Okay.
And we both saw it at Comic-Con. It looks incredible. And I think in your 2024 video, you said you're not even like that big of a fan of design. I wasn't either, but that thing, like seeing it at Comic-Con, it looks incredible.
It looks amazing. I didn't go in on it, but I do have a buddy who he got 5 of them.
Oh damn!
And,
okay.
and he said he's like, I don't know. He's like I don't know what he was gonna do. Maybe, I don't know, flip them or something. But he did tell me, he said, if you do want one, I'll just give it to you for cost. So I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Maybe I just go in. I don't know.
You just might as well. What can hurt? You saw how good the his tank was.
It's so good.
It is. So, the lights, it is amazing.
Dude, I am constantly looking at it. Like I just look.
I have mine right up here. I'm looking at it too. It's next to my Super 7 Thunder Tank and van now. Couple
of Super 7.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was going to transition to a choice here, but
okay. Let me do these super chats, and then we'll jump into that.
It's super chatted up.
One Pouch Man, $2 super chat. A NECA Technodrome would park in my garage. Hey, that's fine. That works. And then Hedgehog Action, $2 super chat. Ace already drawing up plans for Schmore.
Those are funny every time.
Damn it, Jay, just sing it. I want it all. I mean, hey, listen, I will cede the floor to the greatest of toy tuber parody artists, Matt Hatter, on that one. But okay, so you said you had another one. This is
Super 7. Okay, people might say, hey, what's going on with this choice? Okay, but I have it right here.
Okay,
I believe that the Thundercats layer selling is, and no, it's not the Mumros tomb, is an indication that we love Thundercats.
Okay.
Thundercats are hear 'em roar, feel the magic, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We're here for it. I think now, we got that big Thunder Tank, okay? But I feel that there are 2 vehicles that are reasonably sized in the Thundercats milieu, okay?
Yep.
They're the size of a character, basically. And I feel, because we got the Thunder Tank, the Cat's Lair, and the Mandora's Bike, it is time to either get the Sky Cutter or the Nose Diver. Those are my picks that they are going to announce. These are 1-person vehicles, Super 7. You can make it happen. I choose the Nose Diver at all because I used to love, that was my favorite, one of my favorite vehicles as a kid. You put Jackalman in there and he's all nosy nose in there. But I think that these are reasonably sized vehicles. They don't have to break the bank. They're let's face it, they're 1-seaters. Okay. So that's a prediction. I would love them both, sure. Thundercats Nose Diver. I would love the Fist Pounder. But that would be gigantic. Fist Pounder would be cool. That's bigger than the Thunder Tank. But
it is.
Super 7, if you're listening, you can do the Sky Cutter. You can do the Nose Dive. You know you can. Okay. Don't say you can't. Say you can. It feels so good. So those are. Oh, dude, I used to love this. This was my childhood right here. Look, one guy, you got Monkey in there. Come on, easy peasy. It's a bunch of flaps.
Oh, that was a smaller image than I thought it was going to be. Nose Diver. There we go. There's a picture of the
tiny Nose Diver.
But no, I agree. I think that's a good prediction. I think it's a really good prediction. Okay. My next one, I gotta have a Mo2 pick in here. I put it in the thumbnail. It's insane that this character is not in Origins yet. Somehow, some way, they haven't put this character in Origins. And even though the vintage, or at least vintage style figures have moved to Mattel Creations, I'm trying to get a bigger image. All these images are really tiny. We use the classics version of this. We have to, unacceptable if we don't, get a too bad in Origins this year. It has to happen.
Oh, yeah. We had like all of a sudden I had a Mandela effect thing where I was like, no, we have this. No, you're right.
No, we got a Masterverse one that looks
No,
great.
no, yeah, no, 100%. Like I'm like, yeah, that's got to be in somebody's office right now.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
So it's Origins and or Mondo.
Oh my God, a Mondo. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Too bad is what I'm going to be saying to my wife when she's like, can you not buy that? Oh my God. Yes, of course. Love the Too Bad. Love them.
It's one of the last kind of classic vintage figures we haven't gotten yet in Origins. Rio Blast as well, but Rio Blast in there. So I think
Rio Blast.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
What if Rio Blast crosses over in the TMNT Motu line and he's like Rio Nardo?
Rio Nardo.
That's free, Mattel. But that's a good one. Too bad.
We're getting Extendar. We know we're getting Extendar. That one we know. They announced that at Comic-Con. So we know we're getting that one this year.
Yeah. It's good. That's a good choice. I am honestly, it's so obvious that it passed me by. Do you know what I mean? Like,
sure,
it's so obvious that I'm like, what? So, okay. I like that. I like that choice. I got two more things here on my thing. Okay. One is a figure. I think that this year, I know there's been a rights nightmare, but I feel like this year is finally the year of TMNT Tatsu to round out the 1990 Ninja Turtle line, because it's been a long time coming. Yep. All right. This guy's being Johnny Coy with his rights, okay, with his face rights, okay. Mm-hmm. I think NECA, they pull up the dump truck of money to his house and they finally say, sign on the bottom line, damn you. And I think I feel it. I believe that 2024 is the year of Tatsu. You heard it here. And no, I don't know anything. No, I don't have. I have no knowledge of anything. Okay.
Well, it's his wish list. It's not. Yeah, it's not like insider information. It's just like, this is what we want.
Yes. Mark my words. 2024, the year of Tatsu. Okay.
Yeah, it is shocking. It is absolutely shocking that he is the last of the mains from 1990 that we don't have yet, and we do need him.
It's very obvious. And I have, by the way, a side thing to go along with this. Can I just say it now, since we're
absolutely sure? Yeah,
I do believe that we are going to get a movie style Ninja Turtle layer. I do think. Yes. Okay. Now we got that Musk coming out. That Musk is going to be wild, but I do believe that NECA knows that there's one thing that's left in that 1990, like one major thing that's left. And the ratty couch, the phone booth, the door that's on the, looks like, it's just wood panels, all of that stuff, because NECA's real good about textures.
Yep.
That's like a very textury heavy kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I believe that they got to know that that's on deck. And depending on how their numbers did with the turtle layer, I have to kind of loop him into that. But yes, that, and then Year of the Tatsu, you're going to see him at one of these cons. Here's what's going to happen. On Instagram, they're going to show a bald silhouette on NECA, and everybody's going to go, "Oh my God!" And that, and then remember where you heard it first. That's all.
I've waited this long, but no more. A lot of people put Ninja Vanish, of course.
Ninja Vanish.
Vanish.
White Vanish. Okay, sorry, go on.
Texture equals money. That layer would be $500.
It's going to be pricey. It's going to be very pricey. You'll pay for sure.
But you'll pay. You will pay.
Okay.
You know what? I would love that, but if you're doing that, I also want the Foot Clan hideout too,
Oh my
the
God, the
Roosevelt
Foot Clan
Island
Yes,
hideout.
that's this is what we do. But I feel like, dude, you know what? To be honest, I don't want to people
Gotta
to
have a Sam Rockwell figure as part of it, you know.
dude. Look,
Menthol.
as a kid, tell me you weren't more excited about that than anything. You know what I mean? Like you wanted to hang out there. I just feel that it's very vast. You know what I mean? It's like very and plus a few years ago I thought, and it never happened, I thought that NECA was going to make just like kid punk packs. Like nobody in particular, but just like because they made such a big deal about like the pre-foot soldiers, like just kids that were just like hanging out, that I feel like I'd get those, like just a bunch of like random kids that you just hang around.
Latchkey kid pack, just...
Yeah, dude.
But I kind of Sam Rockwell, Foot Clan there was Sam Rockwell. There we go. That's
Sam Rockwell.
Once we get Tatsu, it's Rockwell 25, I guess.
Rockwell 25. Okay, and menthol and
regular menthol.
Poor Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell is in like Oscar movies, and
yes,
like
he is.
We're like
no. We want your most well-known role.
Yeah, we want you with the cigarettes, Rockwell. All right.
Oh my God. No, yeah, I think great predictions, wish list, wants. I limit myself to just the 1990 Turtles, so I would definitely do the Tatsu. And if they did a 90 layer, I think I would have to go for it, just because that is the kind of the completing. Right. Either that or not even April's Apartment. I think Glare is the one you'd want.
Yeah, that's like a realistic swan song, I think.
Yeah.
To go out of the 19, it's been a long time with the 1990 Turtles, and I feel like that's like, I mean, the foot layer would be awesome, but it's just so big and expansive. I can't see them making it. You know what I mean? So I feel like one shoebox, it's the layer, and I think you call it a day. If you had Tatsu, I think you pretty much call it a day on like the 1990 NECA line.
Yeah, I think wrap it up. Yeah, just say, I guess, would you wait to 25 to I don't know, 25, would that be the 35th anniversary? I don't know. Like what
it's 1990, right? So
1990, is that 35 years. Good Lord.
You'd be right there on the even 35-year mark.
That hurts that it's been that long. I remember going to the movies to see that movie, and that's 35 years ago.
I know. We're old.
Super old.
We're young at heart. That's the point.
Yeah, exactly. Clearly, because we're talking about toys.
Yes.
Okay. My next pick is, it shouldn't be a shocker. We gushed over these art concepts from our friend Alex. They're still just concepts. We have no idea what could come next from this, but I would be a fool to say, like, what do I want to see in 2024? I think I've had a real Ghostbusters toy line on all of my wish lists every single year. I've done this is what I'd like to see this year. But last year at the end, Alex, the brilliant sculptor that works with Mondo, did these fan art concepts. However it would happen, I there's nothing set in stone or anything. We've just had these concepts, but now that I've gotten a taste of these concepts,
I would be, by the way, all in on these.
Really? So even because you said you're not a big Ghost, but what about these? But I need these.
I've never found the need to like for the movie figures. I don't know. Like, I love the movie. I love the first movie specifically, but I've never translated like. But this one just holds like a special. I don't know. It's just like the animated series. Not that I'm saying the animated series is better than the movies, but I had these figures.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a case. I had the big mouth ghost where you punch them and the other go like this is very, very nostalgic. So if they made this in either the 1/6 or the 1/12, I would just go all in on these.
Yeah. To me, again, it's not even like just Alex didn't even do it like for Mondo or anything. So whoever does it, like if Hasbro is like called up Alex, like, hey, we want to do this, like whatever,
Yeah.
however it needs to happen, I don't
Yeah.
care. But if it happens, just know that Eternia money is gonna go to that.
That's
Just like getting a
you
Sam
did
Hain, like
such a
whatever.
good job on these, man.
Um,
I would get a Janine, like, dude. I would
Janine.
go.
Yeah.
I would really go hard on this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Uh,
Yeah, that Alex is quite the talent.
he is like he's magical. He's a magician. He's not a sculptor. He's a magician.
You magician.
But you know,
Dude, look how cool the when he's getting sucked into the
yeah.
oh my god, that's so good. Sorry to interrupt.
Again, it's just Alex does magic. So again, nothing's official. Who the hell knows if it happens? But again, if it was gonna happen, Hatter, 40th anniversary, 1984. Boom, there you go.
It's perfect.
It's poetic.
It's poetic. Okay. It rhymes. What did George Lucas say? Where it's like poetry. it's like poetry. They rhyme.
That was good, George Lucas. That was pretty good. GB movies aren't toyetic, but the cartoon was amazing. The total precursor to TMNT and all those bright colored weird toy lines that came after it. Yeah, I mean, I think the movie's toyetic for sure, but the cartoon definitely more. And the cartoon just had way more ghosts and iconic ghosts. And
you know what's so funny is that the cartoon is toyetic because of the reason it's such like, if you look back, it would feel like such an eye-rolling note because it's like an exec that was like, well, these guys kind of blend together and kids like things that are colorful and make the hairs different and this and that. And like back then you'd be like, oh, come on, like just release them. But like it's true. It's a great note that whoever had that idea to differentiate them and just make them, different hairstyle, hair colors and blonde Egon and this and the different genre. It's brilliant. Okay. Because I want them all, because they just look so different from each other. So yeah,
it's rare that studio notes are actually good.
And, but this was a studio note. That there was some guy that was like, all right, he had a cigar and he's like, all right, we'll make Ghostbuster toys, but we can't. They all look the same. We gotta differentiate it. Egon with the blonde and this guy. And I don't know why it was Todd McFarlane, but it was a Todd McFarlane-esque character, and that guy's a genius for coming up with that note.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. And Patrick, I agree with you. I think Jacob from Toy Anxiety says a lot like 4 beige jumpsuits suck as toys. It does get boring. You have 3 brunette white dudes with beige jumpsuits. Like it's just it's boring. I love it's my favorite movie of all time. But I agree, it's not as compelling of a toy display.
Yeah, I mean it's realistic in the vein of the movie, but it is not compelling as toys.
Yeah. But it's been my wish forever, so it has to be on there. All right. Did you said you have one more? How many more do you have?
I have one more. Well, it's 2, but they're kind of related, so maybe I just knock them out. The last one I have here is a Mondo Apocalypse. I think that a Mondo Apocalypse, I think we've been building to a very big figure. We have Rogue here, and you know how the meme goes, okay? We do it for the meme, okay? So if you got Rogue and you got the Rogue, spinning around, you need the other guy. I think Apocalypse is going to be a big heavy hitter. He's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I think, and he's going to come with a drill. He's going to come with all the stuff, okay? He's going to just be the big nightmarish X-Men animated figure, and he's going to be probably the biggest, right? Got to be like the biggest. So I think that's my prediction. And then because some Benjamin Wiseman said Mondo Apocalypse would work in section scale too. It would. That's what's exciting me about it, is because like you can have a big giant Apocalypse and you could have it with your 6-inch X-Men figures. Again, and it fits. It's okay. He's big. He's a behemoth, and I love this character. And so
that's a great. That I almost feel like we're gonna see that their next panel they do at whatever
That's
convention.
what I'm saying. This guy, I smell him around the corner. I
Yes.
can smell him
Yes.
just around the corner. So Apocalypse. And then, like, I feel like this isn't less a prediction, but more like I've seen so many 3D print renders of this. There has to be like a Blackbird coming, isn't there? Like as a like a HasLab, like isn't that isn't it, like I've seen some really good 3D printed ones.
Yeah, there are.
And there are some good ones. So I
Mhm.
feel like that one is one that, like, you know, you talk about HasLabs that don't make money, like Engine of Vengeance. Like, that didn't have a prayer. It just did not line up. But I was like, the Blackbird? Like, they didn't go for it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel like connected to that, and if we're talking about X-Men, that's my last prediction is like, this has to be like, it's got to be like on deck. Okay. It probably can't be true to perfect scale, but like, you know, it could be big enough, and like you hang it on a wall, you know, it's so iconic. So yeah.
It's shocking that we've never, I guess the last time it was Toy Biz did one, was for the X-Men movie, but it was still like woefully undersized.
Yes, it was.
And it would be awesome. And again, I to your point, like even a HasLab big ass plane would probably still be undersized. But if you could do one, like, because there are those people that have done 3D printed ones that aren't full to like true to scale, but can fit, you know, 6 figures inside the hull, and then you have the 2-seater in the front. Like, you can make a big plane that would be an awesome version of this.
Yeah. Somebody said Danger Room. That's another good one.
Ooh,
That's I can see them doing that. But that's, I feel like the Blackbird, I would think
that's a dream.
that.
Yeah. I mean, and again, there's other ones you could do, Cerebro Playset, Danger Room, etc. Yes. But I don't know, I feel like sometimes you gotta swing for the fences with these things, you know? And maybe this isn't the year of Hasbro swinging for the fences. You know, I think we've talked about their struggles on both of our channels. Maybe old Christopher Cox struggle busting a little bit, but you know, like, it would be cool. It'd be really cool.
Maybe you know, maybe they do well. Chris Cox hires back all the people, and then, you know, we can get a healthy toy industry.
You know, listen. Hey, Mattel's doing all right, Hasbro. I'm not trying to cause beefs between the two bigs, but Mattel did pretty well last year.
Yeah,
just saying.
I do like that Mattel also expanded. I really hope they do well with like the snake layer. I think they will, but I just love the idea of, like, you know, they threw a pole up and they're like, we're gonna do the thing in the pole. You know what I mean? Like, it's that's a great sign.
Yeah. I think the Barbie movie kicked butt, and they did really well. They had a good year.
Yeah.
All right, my last wish list item. It's something that if you've watched this channel, you have heard myself, as well as when Ryan Dole comes on, because he talks about it as well. But superpowers play sets, anything. The McFarlane, you know, we love to pick on him, but you got to appreciate the vehicles that he's done the superpowers toy line.
I do. They're nice. They're very tempting.
Like, they're cheap and they're good, and that's rare in toys today. And yet you haven't done play sets yet.
What do you think would be like the obvious play set?
Well, if you wanted to go unproduced, you would do the what the hell is it called? I'm blanking on it now. I'm gonna pull up Toy Otter's Superpowers archive. But in the third wave, which got canceled, and that's why those third wave figures are so expensive. Legions of Doom play set.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, Hall of Justice happened, so they could go back to Hall of Justice again. But one that made it all the way to a prototype sample was Tower of Darkness. So the bad guy play set. They never got that. So you could do that. You could also do Legion of Doom. play set, or Tower of Doom.
If I had the Tower of Doom, I would put the Legion of Doom WWE tag team in front of them.
Not bad idea. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could tap into.
Wait, so did you say they canceled this line, or was you talking?
Yeah, so this the original toy line, the one that it's based
off
of.
Okay, but the new one is still going.
No, new one is still going. It's still going.
Right.
But I'm trying to find. There was a bunch of concept art. Oh goodness, this site's showing its age a little bit. But some really cool. Let's go. Was it here?
This looks like one of those sites back in school where you would create a website, and
this is literally from the 90s, and it was just archived, which is pretty awesome.
Okay, all
right. But there was some cool concept art. Now I guess I can't find it. It was here. But anyway, there's just a lot of options that you could do for sure.
Okay, so you're thinking a play set. That's your prediction, is some play set.
A play set. All right, it's less of a prediction. I just want it. And you could do Hall of Justice. You could do another Hall of Justice, one of the great play sets of the 80s.
It's so iconic. It's like a no-brainer to me to do that.
But to me, like anything, I think anything would be great.
You're going to get that video. It's going to be like, hey, everybody, this is Todd. We're doing the Hall of Justice, and here you go. This is it. Then the door opens right here in the back, and you got the computers, and yeah, $89.99.
I love how Todd, he's Canadian, but yeah, he has this Brooklyn.
Todd McFarlane is my favorite thing ever. Okay,
yes,
I know that every time I make a Todd McFarlane video,
we all tease him, but we all love him.
Yeah. Every time I do it, there's a YouTuber out there that cries, but it's I love him. I love Uncle Todd. What can I say?
Here's the thing, and I know there's those people that stick up for Todd, or I don't know, they feel like they gotta fight you in the comments or whatever. It's like, I feel like Todd, we should all be self-aware enough, and I think Todd is probably self-aware enough to know that he's not without warranting any type of teasing or taking cracks.
Todd McFarlane is a millionaire 50 times over, probably more. Who the hell knows? Okay,
yes.
But Todd McFarlane, he is our Billy Mays. Okay,
he really is
our like spokes guy, and like when you're at the top, you get arrows fired at you. It doesn't mean. But look, we're giving him money. I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
I'm buying his Lobo. He has that Lobo vehicle that's coming out. I'm buying that. I'm in the Todd. I'm in the Todd pool. It's okay.
But do the Uncle Todd impression enough, and it just may happen.
He appears in a mirror.
Oh man. All right. I think those are good wish list items. I feel like I'd
like it.
But really any of that could happen, and I would be happy. And if it doesn't happen, then my wallet will be happy, and my wife will be happy. So really, it's a win-win either way.
That's true. That's true.
I mentioned it before we went on, but I thought, is there like is there a vintage item that's like on your, like, if you could find one this year, you would be really happy?
A vintage item. I mean, there's probably a few. I'm trying to think of one that comes to mind. I've always wanted, it's a little hacky, but I've always wanted an original Cat's Lair. Never came close to getting one. And it was never even in the cards. I don't even know how much it goes for. I'm sure it's like in the thousands or something, but like,
it's hard to find one complete.
I know it's hard to find one complete.
Even mine's not complete. I think I'm missing one of the little accessories or something, and my door, the little hinges are missing on one of them, but it displays fine. Like, so I feel like you wouldn't. I mean, you could probably get close, like, and still it would look great.
I would love that. I have in box a Tungosaurus.
What?
Do you remember the Tungosaurus?
Yes, of course. Yes,
I have.
There's your cash and pay for all your toys of the year.
I feel like that thing is from my cold dead hand, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's. I found that thing way back when at like at a comic store.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember how much I paid, but it was whatever it was a steal because I know I had no real money back then. So and it's been my prized possession. So I have
Wow.
to go vintage. I really love Thundercats vintage. I don't know what it is.
It's a great vintage line.
Yeah, it's just like maybe it's like the LJN or the black packaging. I
Yeah.
love vintage. I also love old Nintendo vintage stuff. I know it has nothing to do with toys, but anything old Nintendo vintage. So, but yeah, I guess I'll stick with that answer.
That's a really good one. That's definitely a Grail play set for sure. And it looks amazing on a shelf. Like it has presence. It's a great play set. So
yeah.
I hope that you run into one at a reasonable price and then you add it to the ranks. I have a few vintage things, but I have one that's kind of a silly a vintage figure, but it is a harder to find vintage figure. People that have watched this channel for a while know that I am a big Hook fan. The fantastic Steven Spielberg movie. It's very divisive. Steven Spielberg thinks it's his worst movie. A lot of people hate that movie.
Listen, Spielberg, I know you're probably going to watch this at some point. That movie's fantastic. Fantastic. All right. It's the most quotable. Dude, me and my buddy still bangarang each other. Okay. That sounded weird, but we say bangarang to each other. Okay. We don't, but it's, I don't know what Spielberg's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. It's divisive. People either there's like, oh, it's so terrible. I was like, have you watched the same movie?
No,
looks amazing.
Amazing soundtrack. Dude, I still listen to that, when he's flying, that little the score, that piece.
Yeah.
It's still like, and it's amazing. I don't know how are you gonna make a better Peter Pan movie than that?
I agree, and I don't know. Did you get a company recently did a 3 CD box set of the score for Hook?
No, that's I'll look out for that. I did not.
But originally it was going to be a musical, and I bought it. I haven't listened to the last disc yet, but it has like the original like musical numbers from the movie in it too. But anyway, there is a rarer later release figure that I do not have from the Mattel Hook toy line. And it's none other than Thudbutt.
Yes. Great pick.
The gentleman that Pan gave his sword to.
Sure.
To lead the Lost Boys after Rufio passed away and he went back home.
Remember how his face just lit up?
Oh, I know, yeah. The sword.
You are the Pan.
There you are, Peter. Oh, that was the other kid. That wasn't Thudbutt. But anyway.
That was a little kid.
Yeah, the little kid. But Thudbutt. I love that's his name.
That's a great name.
But he does roll, so his action feature is his legs pop up and he rolls like he does in the movie. He turns into a little cannonball.
Wow.
So it's a harder to find figure. I wonder what it goes for on the old Evil Bay. There's a sealed one right now on
I never knew his name was Thudbutt.
Thudbutt.
That's one of those things where they probably never said his name in the movie or something.
They didn't really. There is there's a scene. So this is 145 Australian. I don't know if that's what that is to US.
145 Australian is like $3,000.
No, is it? Well, crap. I guess I gotta sell the Eternia for it. But there is a block of cheese in the famous food fight scene.
Okay.
Next to all of the Lost Boys, they have some type of food that I think has their name in it. And next to Thudbutt, it has a block of cheese with his face in it, and it says Thudbutt. And the toy comes with that block of cheese.
What? There you go. That's the Thudbutt block of cheese.
There's a Thudbutt. This is so stupid. But
this is amazing.
Anyway, next time you watch the movie, it's there. It's a big block of cheese with a sculpt of his face in it, and it says Thudbutt.
Would you want it in on card or loose?
I want it loose. I have a displayed collection. I have the little ship thing. I got Hook and Pan and one of the Lost Boys and like some of the pirates. So I just want it loosey goosey. I have Rufio as well.
This is so nostalgic, man. I love this. Okay.
Um,
I would, you know what? I would pick up some Hook figures.
they're not too. They're still pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, I would. I'll look into this. I went on a deep dive a month ago or 2 months ago for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and that's another
Similar
one.
kind of prices probably to
Yeah,
those.
yeah. Wow. What? Not mud butt. Thud butt.
Yeah, not mud, but
I love it, man. Hook, hook,
Hook.
hook, hook.
Where's the hook?
Oh, you know it all.
Anyway. All right. Any other things? Or should we wrap up? I think we talked about enough tonight. Right?
Yes,
I think we did.
that's it. Last prediction: Hook figures, new Hook figures.
Yeah, there we go. Super 7 Ultimates or NECA.
Exactly.
I think I would want NECA to go for it because their movie sculpts. I mean, look at TMNT. Like they're so realistic.
Look at Doc Brown.
Yes.
Look at like I mean, that's like it's still an unbeatable sculpt. So you know, look out for NECA Hook figures 2024.
Yeah, I'd buy them all. I would buy every single one of them. Okay, checking out a few things. We have hit the like goal, so we're giving away some toys. 261 likes, everybody. We should have made it harder. I think maybe we're just too nice to them.
I didn't know if I undercut with 200, but
so I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Please put your YouTube name into whatever your handle is, because you gotta claim it whenever this thing goes on. So put in your YouTube name.
Oh, mention your giveaway again. You got some questions.
Oh, that's right. I guess we have like several hundred more people watching right now. Ian gave us or sent in to give away a speaking of superpowers, a very nice detective Batman, classic style looking Batman, and this Tim Drake Robin with the yellow cape.
There you go.
Boom.
And you're gonna need your superpowers when you get your Batmobile. You put your Batman and Robin in the Batmobile. Boom.
And that's what I did. I didn't have the Robin. He got me a Robin, and now my Batmobile, my new superpowers Batmobile, is complete.
They look nice. I might go in on it. My buddy Ian just got a Manta. The more I see, I
need the Manta. I still need the Manta.
Oh, you're looking for the Manta? They may have had multiple. I didn't know if you're looking for them. I'll let you know.
Let me know
if they do. But I never see them at Walmart, and they had a full thing, and they really do look good up close.
They're fun.
I might go in on superpowers. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, for $10 a figure.
$10 yeah.
It's so cheap.
I live in California.
Oh, okay. Was it like $15?
No, I'm just saying every dollar counts.
Oh, okay? You're right. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. As a former Californian myself,
yes,
a San Diegan, I understand.
Yeah, you and your Padres. I understand.
Oh, my Padres. Nothing but pain. All right. So we almost have 100 people that have submitted. So I'll give you a second there. Other thing of note, the Geek Dad Life After Dark. I'm going to be talking about my pickups from the toy show, the Raleigh Toy Show. And accidentally, I think I'm army building Keaton Batman. And so part of the After Dark, I want to try and workshop, because, Dan Larson, he has the Boba set, his army of Boba Fett figures. And I think I want to, this is another 2024 thing. I think I want to just keep buying up all of this, all the different repaints, any version of the 1990 to 1993 Keaton Kenner Batman.
I like that. I like the initiative.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2024 thing. So, but I need a name. I need a cool name, a la Larson's Boba set for my Keaton Batman.
You want to name your collection? What?
Yeah, because it's Boba Fett, and then so Dan he has like over 500 or something Boba Fetts, but he calls it the Boba Set.
I like that. That's right? Actually very creative. The Boba Set,
right? It's great. It's legendary, I would say. So I want something along those lines. The Batmen. That's pretty good. Ooh, Teddy, the Battalion. That's pretty good.
These are good. These are pretty good. Wait, they're all Keaton?
Yeah, I think I just want to do Kenner Keaton Batman.
You can call it the Mr. Moms.
I haven't seen that movie in a minute. I'll have to watch it again.
It still holds up.
Let's see.
The Keaton Crew, the Keaton Collection.
Keaton Collection. Yep.
Okay.
Batman.
The Batman.
Batclint. Jay Batfelters. I think the Battalion is pretty good.
Battalion's not bad at all.
That's pretty Teddy. I think you got one there. Keaton Collection. The only problem is you don't want to start stacking up the K's, you know?
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say don't call it the cool Keaton Collection, because
exactly.
You run into trouble with people that show up at your house.
Slippery slope chain with Keaton Crew.
Don't go to Jay's house again.
Keaton Keeps.
The Kenner Keaton Collection.
Speaking of Keaton, the Bat Duplicity, another great.
That's actually very clever. The Bat Duplicity. There you go.
The Keaton.
The Keaton is. What if it's like a band, like Michael and the Keatons? Like it's like like a little rock band type of thing.
Yep. Anyway, I think the Battalion is okay. We'll continue this conversation after dark.
Yeah.
Come hang out there if you're a patron.
I want to see your Batman.
Yeah, I got a whole bag of Ryan Dole. I'm for about the Kilmer collection. Well, Dole, you do Kilmer, I'll do Keaton. All right, we'll split it up. But I got a lot more toys to talk about there. But yeah, patreon.com/geekdeadlife, $5 or more. Come hang out. We'll have fun tonight. Okay. I'll put the link one more time. We've got 120 people that want to try and win.
All right, guys, let's get in. Let's start gambling for the new year.
Yes.
Let's pick up a nice vice.
Dan, you bought a bat sack? I guess I did. It was more of a bat bin, to be honest. It was a bin of bats. But I guess a bat sack works.
The cool Kilmer Crew.
The cool Kilmer Crew.
I don't know why these are so funny to me.
Because we're children.
You know why? It's a Simpson joke. Remember when Krusty comes out and they called it the Krusty the Clown? Yes. And he looks at and it just says KKK and he's like,
Oh my god. All right, let me oh wait, where'd it go?
The Clooney Colony. I like that. The Let's Get Nuts collection. You want to get nuts?
Let's Get Nuts that's a great
name, because when people come over, before you show it to them, you go, hey guys, real quick, do you want to get nuts? And they're like, sure. And you go, let's get nuts. And then you show them the collection and it's all cinematic.
I love that idea.
Yeah, Krusty Kind of Christmas, I think maybe that was the name of the show. It was a great bit. Okay. Simpsons.
Simpsons did it. I mean, there's a reason it's called Simpsons Did It.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. They're unbeatable.
I got to add a new password to my stopwatch.
That's a good one. Sorry. I'm filibustering as
good. Filibuster because I had to reset my password to my duck race thing.
Matt, did you get your McFarlane Batman and Robin figure? I'm still waiting for my figures, man. They got pushed. Meanwhile, I saw Alicia Silverstone in Walmart, and I didn't pick her up because I got the ones coming from Amazon. So I don't know what's going on, man. I got to put the Mr. Freeze together. The Mr. Freeze, the Icy Chill.
Oh, it looks so good, too.
Yeah, man. It's a great sculpt. So, no, I'm waiting for my Batman and Robin collection. Dun, 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 dun. See, I can.
Oh, yeah.
Any Batman theme, I can jump right into it.
Okay, that's really good. That's the Schumacher theme. Okay.
Schumacher.
Okay, let me go. Okay, let's do Batman Begins.
Batman Begins is like it's more subtle,
yep.
but the riff, the main riff is a
yep. And, okay, all right. The most recent, The Batman.
That one is more like operatic. Oh my god, let me see if it's like it's that hook that they played in the trailer
Yep.
when the penguin flips upside down and he's walking in the fire. Oh my God. I don't think I could do it. I don't think
I got you. I got you. You ready?
What is it?
Bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam.
Yeah. It's like a horn.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Yeah, it's just that one horn. Dude, Batman themes. My funeral is just going to be Batman themes. It's just back to back. Just stitch them up. I love it.
Yep. They're all great. Like they're all great. But I will give Michael Giacchino credit. Like it's hard, or actually everybody that's done it, because each one has been so iconic with the fact that you can come in, put your stamp on it, and it's still iconic enough to be its own thing.
They're all good. They're all really, really good. Even 89 to 92, even though they're the same, the 92 Rift, where it's got like that, like more Christmassy, where it's because Batman 89, it's like, but then the 92, it's got like that Danny Elfman, like, they got those that little Elfman thing that he does with the voice people in there. It's subtle, but it's so good. I love really any Batmans. I can't think of a Batman theme that I don't just love.
I completely agree. Which again, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay. Thank you for vamping on
funeral
on that. Okay, we have 127 people that have entered for this free.
Hey, wait a minute! I see Dole's name on there. That's he's
why can he not be on there? Is he not allowed?
He's a part of the GDL universe. He should be. Yeah, you know what? That's fine.
Hey, he's fine. He can get in there. There's also the Ryan Dole fan club. Maybe it's him.
Oh, it might be the Ryan Dole.
They say all I hear is Nirvana's "Something in the Way."
That's right. Well, they use that for the trailer, right?
In the movie too. It's like in the beginning and
That's right. That's right.
I know people are kind of like iffy on that one. I enjoyed it. It was probably too long, but I enjoyed it.
Dude, I'm such a I get excited for any Batman like movie that comes out. It's just
it's just it's a thing. I'm gonna set for 1 minute, and good luck, everybody.
All right, good luck. Good luck, everyone. There you go. Okay. Oh, you got Batman Brian Brink in the Batman rubber ducky.
Yes.
Ryan Dole. Ryan.
Is Ryan? He's coming back. Yeah.
I like the one that looks like a Canadian. What is that?
The guard, the Beefeaters.
Yeah, no, not Canadian. Yeah, the little Beefeater guy. That's cool. I thought they were just all regular ducks. I like that they all have their like.
Yeah, each one gets a unique kind of feel. Allison Troy's coming up here. Doomed Huz coming up, which is great.
Yeah,
Brian Merchant.
Oh my God! Now you have a very sick looking duck in Brian Merchant. I don't know what's going on with him. You got this scuba
Sky
duck,
Scar.
Sky Scar right there. I feel like I'm McFarlane narrating this this thing right here. You get the green.
Oh, Jamelin Parks and the alien ducky.
Okay.
Oh
my God!
It is stacked.
Oh, it's Bullwinkle in the standard duck, right? Just
I guess little stripes. Little stripes. The 100th ducky wins it. Bullwinkle 80. Bullwinkle has been hanging with us on these streams, been a part of the community since the beginning thereabouts. So Bullwinkle, congratulations.
Obviously, Bullwinkle had an inside track. Jay programmed that in for you, buddy.
I didn't know. I don't know how to do that. But congratulations, Bullwinkle. There you go, Bullwinkle 80, old school GDL community member. So Bullwinkle, just send an email to geekdeadlife@gmail.com with your name, your address, and Colleen will get this shipped out to you this week. Congratulations. And also thanks to Ian, who sent those in to give away today. So yeah, there you go. This was a packed episode. 2 hours, Mad Hatter. It was stacked. Thank you so much for coming on. I mean, I assume everybody that is here watching here also subscribed and watches your channel. If they don't, you're a fool. But Hatter, anything coming up on your channel this week that people should be excited about, or this month, or this year?
I don't think of stuff that far ahead of time. Okay,
Fair enough.
I kind of fly by the seat of my pants.
I respect that.
I'm going to be doing, as I believe you are. I finally got my Super 7 van in.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so I got to be doing a little bit of compare skis. Right, right there. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on Filmation Tila and Trapjaw.
Yeah, those are going around. Yep.
Yeah, if that happens. I got a Mondo Gambit. I got plenty. I got reviews of plenty, guys. Okay. Watch some sketches. Okay. I just did a flipper, a flipper Frank Carroll. Okay. That, not tooting my own horn, but
it was a dramatic thumbnail. The end, I think.
The end. Some people teared up and cried. Yeah. I got, letters from Hollywood saying, hey, can you lead up the next, what are you doing? We need a new Batman movie. I'm just saying that, like, you might not see, I might be going to Hollywood soon, is what I'm saying. Okay. I might be joining Dole in Hollywood. Okay. This year. So enjoy me while you can. Flipboard. So this month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There's a rumor that February might be Flipporary. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We are getting. Is Ace here? I don't think Ace is here, but we are now getting everything in order. I think we have all our numbers. It's very difficult to make a Kickstarter. It's very difficult to try to kickstart a toy.
Yeah.
If this happens, it will be crazy because this is a running gag. Jay, you were there at the inception of this gag. Yep. If it reaches completion, it would be the funniest thing ever. I don't know if we will. It's expensive to make a toy, but a Flipboard Kickstarter, I think we are looking for February to be Flipporary, and I might. There you go. And I might. I probably will do like some kind of commercial. And then I'm going to call my best buddy GDL and say, Jay, I need you to shill.
I will shill so hard. I will shill the hardest I've ever shilled.
Yeah, that's one where I don't even hide it. I want Jay to shill. Shill for me. Okay, everybody, all YouTubers that are here, shill for me, please. If you ever love me, you got to shill for Flipboard because this figure, if it comes out, I mean, I'm not going to promise this, but the aftermarket will be crazy. Okay.
So they won't be at Ross for $4.99.
I guarantee they won't be. I'll pick them up. If you see them at Ross, I will buy them all and I'll flip them on eBay. Okay. The most flippable figure coming out. Be part of the Flipboard campaign. I feel like I got the spirit of Todd in me. I'm like just trying to sell as hard as I can. So that's it. That's my pitch.
The second figure line will be Shillor.
Right. Yes, of course. That's Jay's figure.
Shill, baby. Listen, whenever it's usually whenever I ask if you want to join the show, stream, or do something together, you generally send the Lord of the Rings gif. You have my sword gif. And I will do it in turn for you, my friend. The second Flipboard Kickstarter starts, we're live streaming that day. Every single show we'll be talking about it. Like Flipboard is gonna happen, my friend. It's gotta happen.
You heard it. You heard Jay. Where's Jay? You heard him promise. You heard. You can't break a promise.
A blood oath. I will pinky swear.
Just cutting. Let's shake our hands with blood. There you go. Right. You heard him.
Oh my goodness. Okay. On that note, on that bombshell. Thank you so much, everything out. Hatter, thank you so much. Always a good time hanging out with you, my friend. And you can go ahead and take all of these predictions to the bank because they're all going to come true. Big thanks to the patrons. So thank you to all of y'all that makes this show possible. So here's full credits for all of you. Thank you so much. Again, become a patron, $5 or more a month. Gets you access to our After Dark show, which I'm doing right after this. And then you get access to our exclusive Discord. And then, maybe I'll start putting the notes, my show notes on there. You get exclusive access to that. And more fun stuff. So, and you get your credits in episodes. So really, it's a bargain. It's a bargain at $5. And I think that's it. So what's coming up on the channel this week? Yeah, my van versus video. Got to get that one done. And I've got Ghostbuster toys to review. Starting out the year strong. A lot of stuff we got to talk about here on the channel. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us tonight. And until next time, hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody.
Bangarang.